G'day, Dr. Karl here. Welcome to our little series of 3 videos on wireless communications and how they are actually really safe. There's a lot of misconceptions, but to counteract that, there's a lot of facts. So in this episode, let's dive into the facts. Wireless technology covers everything from radio and TV, to the satellites that tell you where you are via GPS, to mobile phones, to precision agriculture, and much more. We have been constantly bathed in EME, that's electromagnetic emissions, since we evolved from the primates in Africa some 7 million years ago. That's right, there is more EME than just what we humans generate. There's also EME from the sun and black holes and pulsars and cosmic rays, and in fact, from the Big Bang. If you tune your TV to slightly away from a free-to-air TV channel, you'll see static on your TV screen. About 1% of that static is EME left over from the Big Bang. It's been bouncing across the entire universe for the last 13.88 billion years. We humans sent and received our very first radio communications, transmission and reception, only very recently. Only as recently as around 1900. So our human contribution to EME is a lot more recent than the universe's contribution. To understand the safety aspect of electromagnetic emissions, we need to look at the whole electromagnetic spectrum. That spectrum is huge, but our sun broadcasts practically all of its power concentrated into a narrow band, roughly in the middle of the whole electromagnetic spectrum. On one side of that narrow band is radiation that definitely causes cancer, and we've known that for over a century. And on the other side is radiation that does not cause cancer. Down here on the ground, at the bottom of our atmosphere, the sun delivers to us about 1 kilowatt of power spread over a square metre when the sun is directly overhead. That's 1,000 watts per square metre. Now, about half of that is infrared light that does not cause cancer. A bit less than half is visible light that also does not cause cancer, and a tiny amount, about 30 to 50 watts, is ultraviolet, and that causes skin cancer. But violet light does not. The electromagnetic radiation in violet light does not have quite enough energy, no matter how bright it is, to knock electrons off atoms. So it's non-ionizing radiation, which means that it's safe and that it does not cause cancer. But ultraviolet light, with just a slightly higher frequency, does have enough energy to knock off electrons, so it's unsafe. Ultraviolet causes cancer. So, fellow Australians, wear hats, sunblock and long sleeves. Okay, so let's have a look at the electromagnetic spectrum again. Going one way down the frequencies from violet to red and infrared, and then to microwaves and mobile phones, and Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, and radio waves, and even further, the frequency gets lower and the energy carried gets lower. So it's not ionizing radiation, and it has not been proven to cause cancer. But if you go up in the other direction from violet, say to ultraviolet, and then to higher frequencies like X-rays and gamma rays, each of these radiations has been proven to cause cancer. But here's something weird. Even though X-rays are known to cause cancer, about 10 million X-rays are done every day worldwide. Why? It's the risk-benefit ratio. The benefit that you can get from having a low-dose X-ray and then a diagnosis far outweighs the tiny risk of getting a cancer. Wow, we've covered a lot of ground. So now that we've got some solid knowledge, let's dive into part 2 and have a look at some of the myths.